3 of the Giraffe, the Pelly and me.
Your Grace, there's a man in one of the bedrooms on the 3rd floor. He's opening all the drawers and taking things out. He's got a pistol.
The Duke jumped about a foot in the air. Which room? He snapped. Show me at once.
It's the one on the 3rd floor where the window is wide open, the Giraffe whispered.
By gad, cried the Duke. That's the Duchess's bedroom. He's after her jewels. Call the police. Summon the army. Bring up the cannon. Charge with the light brigade. But even as he spoke, the pelican was flying up into the air. As he flew, he turned himself upside down and tiptoed the window-cleaning water out of his beak. Then I saw the top half of that marvellous painted beak sliding out of his head, ready for action. What's that crazy bird up to? Cried the Duke. Wait and see, shouted the monkey. Hold your breath, old man, hold your nose, hold your horses, and watch the Pelly go. Like a bullet, the pelican flew in through the open window, and 5 seconds later, out he came again with the great orange beak firmly closed. He landed on the lawn beside the Duke. A tremendous banging noise was coming from inside the pelican's beak. It sounded as though someone was using a sledgehammer against it from the inside. He's got him, cried the monkey. Pelly's got the burglar in his beak. Well done, sir, shouted the Duke, hopping about with excitement. Suddenly he pulled the handle of his walking stick upwards, and out of the hollow inside of the stick itself he drew a long, thin, sharp, shining sword. I'll run him through, he shouted, flourishing the sword like a fencer. Open up, pelican! Let me get at him! I'll run the bounder through before he knows what's happened to him. I'll spike him like a pat of butter. I'll feed his gizzards to my foxhounds. But the pelican did not open his beak. He kept it firmly closed and shook his head at the Duke. The Giraffe shouted, The burglar is armed with a pistol, your Grace. If Pelly lets him out now, he'll shoot us all. He can be armed with a machine gun for all I care, bellowed the Duke, his massive moustaches bristling like brushwood. I'll handle the blighter. Open up, sir, open up. Suddenly there was an ear-splitting bang, and the pelican leapt 20 feet into the air. So did the Duke. Watch out! The Duke shouted, taking 10 rapid paces backwards. He's trying to shoot his way out! And pointing his sword at the pelican, he bellowed, Keep that beak closed, sir! Don't you dare let him out! He'll murder us all! Shake him up, Pelly, cried the Giraffe. Rattle his bones! Teach him not to do it again! The pelican shook his head so fast from side to side that the beak became a blur, and the man inside must have felt he was being scrambled like eggs. Well done, Pelly, cried the Giraffe. You're doing a great job. Keep on shaking him so he doesn't fire that pistol again. At this point, a lady with an enormous chest and flaming orange hair came flying out of the house screaming, My jewels! Somebody's stolen my jewels! My diamond tiara! My diamond necklace! My diamond bracelets! My diamond earrings! My diamond rings! They've had the lot! My room's been ransacked! And then this massive female, who 55 years ago had been a world-famous opera singer, suddenly burst into song. My diamonds are over the ocean, my diamonds are over the sea, my diamonds were pinched from my bedroom, oh, bring back my diamonds to me. We were so bowled over by the power of the lady's lungs that all of us, excepting the pelican, who had to keep his beak closed, joined in for the chorus. Bring back, oh, bring back my diamonds to me, Bring back, oh, bring back my diamonds to me. Calm yourself, Henrietta, said the Duke. He pointed to the pelican and said, This clever bird, this brilliant burglar-catching creature has saved the day. The bounder's in his beak. The Duchess stared at the pelican. The pelican stared back at the Duchess and gave her a wink. If he's in there, cried the Duchess, why don't you let him out? Then you can run him through with that famous sword of yours. I want my diamonds. Open shouted the Duke. "He's got a pistol! He'll murder us all!" Someone must have called the police, because suddenly no less than 4 squad cars came racing towards us with their sirens screaming. Within seconds we were surrounded by 6 policemen, and the Duke was shouting to them.
"The villain you're after is inside the beak of that bird. Stand by to collar him." And to the pelican he said, "Get ready to open up. Are you ready? Steady! Go! Open her up!"
The pelican opened his gigantic beak, and immediately the policemen pounced upon the burglar, who was crouching inside. They snatched his pistol away from him and dragged him out and put handcuffs on his wrists.
"Great Scott!" shouted the chief of police. "It's the Cobra himself!"
"The who? The what?" everyone asked. "Who's the Cobra?"
"The Cobra is the cleverest and most dangerous cat burglar in the world," said the chief of police. "He must have climbed up the drain pipe. The Cobra can climb up anything."
"My diamonds!" screamed the Duchess. "I want my diamonds! Where are my diamonds?"
"Here they are!" cried the chief of police, fishing great handfuls of jewellery from the burglar's pockets. The Duchess was so overcome with relief that she fell to the ground in a faint. When the police had taken away the fearsome burglar known as the Cobra, and the fainting Duchess had been carried into the house by her servants, the old Duke stood on the lawn with the Giraffe, the Pelly, the Monkey, and me. "Look!" cried the Monkey. "That rotten burglar's bullet has made a hole in poor Pelly's beak."
"That's done it," said the Pelican.
"Now it won't be any use for holding water when we clean the windows."
"Don't you worry about that, my dear Pelly," said the Duke, patting him on the beak. "My chauffeur will soon put a patch over it the same way he mends the tyres on the rolls. Right now we have far more important things to talk about than a little hole in a beak."
We stood there waiting to see what Duke was going to say next.
"Now listen to me, all of you," he said. "Those diamonds were worth millions, millions and millions, and you have saved them."
The Monkey nodded, the Giraffe smiled, the Pelican blushed.
"No reward is too great for you," the Duke went on. "I'm therefore going to make you an offer which I hope will give you pleasure. I hereby invite the Giraffe and the Pelican and the Monkey to live on my estate for the rest of their lives. I shall give you my best and largest hay barn as your private house. Central heating, showers, a kitchen, and anything else you desire for your comfort will be installed. In return, you'll keep my windows clean and pick my cherries and my apples. If the Pelican is willing, perhaps he will also give me a ride in his beak now and then."
"A pleasure, your Grace," cried the Pelican. "Would you like a ride now?"
"Later," said the Duke. "I'll have one after tea."
At this point the Giraffe gave a nervous little cough and looked up at the sky.